Chapter 26. Utona stepped into the light, and she wrapped Kayla in a warm embrace. I knew you were near, I could sense it. But when you failed to arrive, we came out to find you. Kayla's knees buckled with relief, but she caught herself on Utona's arm. We're almost at tree line, Utona told her. Can you manage a short climb? Yes, I think so. Is my friend Mufumbi with you? Not yet, but I feel a strong energy directed towards us. Perhaps he is coming soon. Have faith. Tomorrow we will work on contacting him. Utona and her group were sure-footed even in the dark. Whenever Kayla stumbled, the larger man who had pulled her from the cave steadied her with a strong hand. They emerged from the forest to the tree line, where the plants were squat and scrubby. The moonlight was a clear path for them. A square 3-story building loomed at the top of the mountain, and moonlight bounced off of its many glass-plated windows. It's the old restaurant that skiers used when it was a ski resort, Utona told her. It was boarded up and forgotten once they closed down the slope. Why did they close it? It was taken over as a government headquarters and private slope for government families. Then Global One opened another headquarters in Hawaii, and this one fell into disuse. Utona smiled. Now we use it free of charge. Kayla followed the group through a glass door and into a vast open space. Our group eats together in the cafeteria and cooks in the kitchen, Utona explained, gesturing towards a cafeteria on her right. We gather in the main room and sleep in the rooms we've sectioned off for ourselves. It's perfect for us. July 21st, 2025. 2 Cyber Cafe 700 from the future. Amber, are you there? I finally have access to a computer again. I didn't even know it was here until I walked into this room and just found it. The last 2 weeks have been the most amazing of my entire life. Each day I work with our leader, Utona, and everyone else here on expanding our psychic abilities. We start each day with meditation in the main room. Then Utona assigns us to a group. She says I have a natural ability for telepathy, and sensing the future, so I'm concentrating on that. I think she's right, and I can't tell you how happy that makes me. Until she explained it all to me, I honestly thought I was going insane. Now it explains why I see Utona, then Ezekiel. It explains why I saw a picture of Mufumbi on my sketch pad the other day. Utona has been explaining such fascinating things to me. According to her and the others, Global One has changed the path of evolution by cloning our healthiest people and making it hard for others to survive. Global One has stopped the course of natural human evolution. But something unexpected has happened. People everywhere have begun developing heightened psychic abilities. Many of them are here in the mountains because those are the people resisting the tattoo. Utona's theory is that the psychic abilities are rising because people have been shut out of society as it exists. When these people are forced out of normal ways of behaving, they find new ones. This is called adapting. Our ancient ape-like ancestors adapted to change in their physical environment. Maybe it was the Ice Age or being forced from the jungles out onto the savannas, but something made them change, and they began standing on 2 feet to see farther, and their brains grew larger because they needed to use their brain power to survive in a harsher environment. In the same way, we've had our social environment changed, and we've adapted, adapting in an exciting way. There's a man here who can move things with his mind. There are about 15 women who can heal just by laying their hands on someone. This ability interests me most of all because if we are going to be shut out of medical care and killed in hospitals when we're old, then we will need healers. With people who can heal available, we won't be slaves to the insurance companies or Global One. After my telepathy practice today, I'm going to a class on healing with local herbs. After that, I'll learn about what plants are safe to eat around here. Utona says I will learn about hands-on healing when I'm ready. In classes, I'm focusing all my concentration on finding Mufumbi. I envision him at home with his parents. I bet they came and got him out of jail and took him home with them. I'm sure he'll try to find me. There are no phones here, so I can't call him. I could email him now, but I'm afraid his parents might report what they know to Global One or Tattoo Gen or whoever knows. I just looked at the clock, and it's time for me to go to my class right now. I hope that this email gets to you. I love and miss you, and I hope you're okay. Got to go, Kay. It's all about energy, Utona told Kayla. They sat out by the edge of the mountain's tree line. It was the same place where Kayla had first met Utona. The woman had invited her out to talk about their work together. We are all part of an energy field, she said. That's why religious figures and philosophers of all persuasions continually refer to the fact that we are all one. The whole world is one because even the plants and animals join us on one energy continuum. Some people are more conscious of this and can control the flow of their own energy. Those people have been called holy people, swamis, medical people, healers, saints, and shamans. I should tell you that I've been having visions of people all converging on a walled city, Kayla said. It was hard to admit this because she feared it revealed her emerging insanity. There's mental illness in my family, and I'm afraid it means it's starting in on me. You're not insane, Utona said gently. You are a person with strong energy flow. You're a natural conductor of energy. It's so strong in you that it can throw you forward in time, and you get glimpses of the future. This extra energy flow might have driven you insane if you lived in the regular world, but you've come here, and now you're learning to harness and control your energy. Not insane? Kayla felt as though a huge weight had been lifted from her. Not insane? How do I learn to use my energy? Kayla asked. There's a lot of work to be done, Utona said. It still costs me. I feel spent afterwards. This is all so new to our species. We're just starting to develop this power. You must know how to get back the energy you expend, or it will drain you until there is nothing left. How do you get it back? The earth gives it back to you. Trees do too. Animals will share their primal energy if you are kind to them. You must stay in close contact with those things that are good and strong in your life. You must stay in touch with those people whom you love and who love you. That's what returns energy to you. I need to contact someone I love, Kayla said. Mufumbi. Utona gazed at Kayla, her strong, dark eyes concentrating. Then she nodded as if she had decided something. You begin by envisioning that person you want to contact, and focus on his image. Kayla began to think of Mufumbi. She started with his beautiful eyes, and then built his face around them. It wasn't difficult. In all the time they'd spent together, she'd memorized every plane and curve of his face until it was part of her. The sound of footsteps broke her concentration, and she saw a man hurrying down from the mountaintop. She recognized him as one of their group. He was breathless and appeared upset when he arrived. Utona, I thought you should know that someone has been using the computer. The man looked at Kayla. Yes, it was me, I did, she admitted quickly. I wanted to write my friend. Utona and the man looked at each other. Did you tell your friend where we were? Utona asked, and Kayla shook her head. It doesn't matter, Utona said sadly. They can still trace it. This location is compromised.